My name is Mike Smarr, and I live in Zanesville, Ohio. I am a hypnotherapist.
So what was your life like before the Mucus-free diet and lifestyle coaching program?
A lot of pain. I've had a lot of pain in my life. I've been in and out of the medical system for mental and physical health for the last 35 plus years. I've been on a path seeking better health. I had a really bad run-in with the emergency room and just the way I was treated. And I just knew then I didn't want to end up in a facility like that long term. I didn't want to trust those individual people with my long-term health care. And I felt that I could do just as good of a job. So started doing some research. After following what everyone, quote unquote, all the experts had told me to do all these years, I'll be 50 this year. And I never got the results that I thought everyone kept talking about that I should be getting. And then there was always these missing gaps that no one could answer for me, where they give me this long, drawn out, technical question of stuff. I couldn't even understand what they were saying. Very confusing. And so once I arrived here, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the right move for me. I did read the book. And like we had talked about before, I had a lot of questions after that. I went back on and started looking for books again and found yours. And I got that right away and read it, and it cleared up so much. And so I started looking into you and what you had. And that's when I discovered the coaching program. And I knew right away, I'm like, yep, this is exactly what I was looking for. And so I got on board, and it's completely changed every aspect of my life. It's just, in these 8 weeks, I feel like I have such a good starting point, and I feel so empowered to continue this lifestyle. And the community that you guys have built has been incredible.
How did the program help you be as specific as possible? Is there certain ailments that improved or you overcame, or just the social dynamics, or just what are some of the ways that the coaching program helped?
So, man, I've suffered with cluster headaches for the last 26 plus years, ever since I left the military. And it was just excruciating. The amount of pain and stuff that I've been in, the amount of medications that have wreaked havoc on my body. I have so many side effects and things from all the meds that I'm still working on just to try to get rid of. It was so disheartening because of just all the stuff that never worked. And I went to specialists all over the country. Ultimately, their final solution for me was they wanted to do surgery. They wanted to open up my head. They wanted to sever the nerves and burn them. And that was still no guarantee. So they were just wanting to stop the pain somehow. But there was no finding out why this was all happening. It was just treating just that symptom. Stop the pain and we'll go from there. But I ran the risk of losing function of my face. I saw people that had the surgery that went wrong, where the whole side of their face was drooping and stuff, where they had severed nerves or things that wasn't supposed to happen. So there was no guarantee on anything, but this was their suggestion to me. And I was like, yeah, no way, that's not happening. And so I started trying to find this, and you've given me this empowerment. I keep saying that, but it's this empowerment to deal with this now. I feel like I have the tools. I know what I need to do if it gets bad again. And I know how to listen to my body a lot more now. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I've been an addict for probably 30 some years of my life, and I've struggled with so many different aspects of mental health and things like that. And all that's gotten better already. I knew the cannabis had to stop for me. And so 25 plus years of cannabis use was done in the first couple of weeks of the program. And I feel like I just have so much more control over my health now. My cravings are now for the healthiest foods I can have. I want mucus-free and mucus-lean foods. I literally crave them now. My mind's clearer. My sleep is better. The varicose veins I have in my legs from all those meds, that's all starting to get less and less. I was dumbfounded. I just kept watching that in the mirror, and I'm thinking, this is insane. The dry skin and stuff is all cleared up. Like, I don't know. It's unbelievable. It really is. And to feel like that was just waiting for me. I get so much more sun now. I feel like I'm much more in tune with my body. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and you all have encouraged me to rethink so many things. And as I clean my mind and I clean my body, I find that I used to wear these dog tags that I had. And I looked at them one day not long ago, and I just saw what was written on them. And I thought, why do I want that close to my heart? That's what I'm wearing close to my heart all the time. I'm ready for combat. And I was tired of that. So I got these custom tags made that have my wife and my children's names on them and sayings about what I want in life and what means the most to me. And that's what I wear by my heart now. And so there's probably no aspect of my life that hasn't been changed by this diet and this coaching program.
How did the accountability elements of the program help you out?
Powerful. Extremely powerful, man. Being able to get in touch with everybody. My first goal right away was about, man, I want to do these enemas. I really want to try that and get into it, because that was the first thing I was hesitant about. And so as soon as I was hesitant, I was like, yep, I got to do that first. And that worked right right away because, I did it one time and I was just a hot mess trying to do that, get it all messed up. I was encouraged right away to go back and do it again and do it again and do it again because I had to answer to the group right away. I had to say right away whether I achieved my goal. And I wanted to achieve that goal because I wanted to be proud and say to everybody, yeah, I'm still doing it and I'm still working it. And so and Kyrene's been amazing, just answering questions and just the support of the community and that accountability factor has been just so valuable. It's been priceless.
And how did the Mucusless Diet Healing System e-course help you out?
Oh, now that was cool, man. You did a phenomenal job with that. Like I've enjoyed that so much going through that. That's something that I'll go through again. It's something I'm going to try to slowly work my wife in. I'm just happening to do this lesson here. If you want to listen in and we'll talk about this a little bit. And that was such a key. And that brought so much more understanding to the book. It just made so much sense. And you answered so many questions and all the supplement materials. And I'd sit there and watch all the additional videos and stuff. And yeah, it just really helped to drive the points home.
And what were 3 benefits of working directly with me through the coaching calls and the texting support?
Oh, so you answered my questions. I mean, whenever I had these, no matter how far out they were or how ridiculous they seemed, I felt comfortable enough that I could ask you. If it was anything. What else? It sped my learning curve up tremendously. Being able to process the information, get my questions answered, and then I could just sit on that and marinate on that and really deep dive into what that all means for me and how it all is going to come together. And then ultimately, I think the driving home that this is a lifestyle. This isn't just a diet. I spoke with you not long ago and I said, wow, man, I thought I was signing up for a diet, but I thought that's what it was. And I didn't know I was signing up for an entire revamp of my life. And that's what it ended up being. And it was just so powerful. I've never even met you in person, but I feel like I know you and I trust you. And I really value you as a person. And it's amazing. Your perseverance through what you've been through and how generous that you are to dedicate this amount of time to help so many people. Yeah, that's a gift, my friend. So thank you very much.
So what is life like now after the program?
Brighter. My eyes are so wide open. And I'm optimistic. The things we've talked about, the things I've heard brought up in the community, even your pod that you just did with Vadim the other night, that's just awesome. And when I hear this talk, I feel so encouraged that the future is bright and that there is hope and we can make it what we want it to be. It doesn't have to be what they all tell us it has to be. And so, yeah, that's what I leave this with is just a completely different view of what my life is and what it's going to be.
So if you were to recommend this program to somebody who was worried about the cost of it, what would you tell them?
PayPal credit, man. Come on, there's ways to make it happen. And ultimately, it's one of those things where if you need to make those payments and you need to do it, it's not a can I afford it, it's how can I afford it? How can I make this happen? And so many times in our life, we slight our health. I'm looking at that happening in my family right now. I'm watching it. Oh man, we got to get out there and we got to earn that money and we got to pay those bills and pay those utilities. That's true. And we entered into a pact and you need to do that stuff. But ultimately, in the end, if we don't have our health, we have nothing. And if you're a little late on something, but you're completely turning your health around, I don't care, even to the point where you're bankrupt and lose your house. You still got your family and you still have your health. And that's what you have moving forward. So I encourage anybody to do it. It's worth the price of your car. It's worth the price of your house. It's worth the price of anything because you can't put that price tag on your life. And ultimately, in the end, if you're gone, we all do that. Oh, I want to save this and pass it to my kids and give this to my kids. I can guarantee you anyone that's lost somebody would be more than happy to have them back if they could just give all the money back. And so that's just how I look at it. It's time to wake up and realize that we do matter and our health is of utmost importance. It's the number one thing because without that, we don't have anything else.
Amen. So is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Just thank you. Yeah, just thank you so much. Trying not to get all emotional, but thanks. Never had someone do for me what you've done. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Quite welcome, man. It was a pleasure having you on the program.